Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Recently, a viewer asked me about a wok, which is a 15-inch KitchenAid 5-ply stainless steel wok. And he asked me, what do I think about it? Now, I have not used this wok before, so I got one and tested it out. And I purchased it from Amazon, and it cost $130. I do not know that much about 5-ply stainless steel wok, and the only one that I'm familiar with is the one produced by All Clap, but that one is over $300. So when I found this wok is only $129, and I thought this is a good deal, so I decided to give it a try. And my everyday wok is a KitchenAid 14-inch stainless steel wok, and I really like using this wok. And this wok is approximately about $40. But it's very different because this wok is only a single layer with the bottom that is multi-ply, which I will explain what does that mean. Here is a video that I have reviewed this wok. So when I received this KitchenAid wok, I was very excited. I cannot wait to take it out from the box and take a close look at it. This wok is referred to as a 5-ply wok. Now the 5-ply wok means that the wok actually makes up of 5 different layers of material. And the reason for that is that stainless steel is a poor conductor and it is not good for heat transfer. Aluminum turned out to be much better. So the best way to improve the performance of a stainless steel wok is to incorporate aluminum into the stainless steel wok. And this is where the term 5-ply comes from. Now the famous this type of wok is by a company called All Clap, and they well known for create this multi-ply wok. The simple version of this multi-ply wok is a 3-ply wok. In this case, you have 2 layers of stainless steel, both on the inside and the outside of the wok. And in the middle of this is a layer of aluminum. Now this layer of aluminum is important for heat conduction. So this will make the wok perform much better in terms of its ability to conduct heat as well as distribute the heat evenly. Now in the case of a 5-ply wok, you actually have 2 layers of aluminum sandwiched between 3 layers of stainless steel. And the end result is that it supposedly have much better heat transfer as well as heat distribution. So this KitchenAid is a 5-ply wok. Now in the case of the multi-clap, they also have a 5-ply wok, more expensive. And here you have a Cook Standard 13-inch stainless steel wok, which is a 3-ply. As you can see, it's significantly cheaper than the 5-ply wok provided by KitchenAid. And then we have another wok which is made by a company called Willow and Everett. It is also a 3-ply wok and is again right around $70. Now, so what is the difference between the wok that I use, which is a KitchenAid 14-inch stainless steel wok? As you can see here, it is about $40. The difference is that the wok body itself is only a single layer of stainless steel, whereas the bottom of the wok actually is a 3-ply wok. And this will provide better heat transmission at the bottom of the wok that where it counts. So when I got this wok, I'm very interested to take a look because a wok with a 5-ply means that it has more material. It's likely to be significantly heavier. And as you can see, this wok is a 15-inch wok. Now a 15-inch wok has some advantage, is that because it will actually reduce splattering. Now this wok is interesting because the bottom of the wok is actually almost round, and the construction of this wok actually lead to a somewhat a round bottom wok. Now the KitchenAid 14-inch stainless steel wok has a flat bottom surface area. Unlike most of the woks on the market in the United States, they usually have 2 handles, a long, that like a frying pan like handle, and then the small handle, which frequently known as the helper handle. However, this wok has both of these handles that are small. Now at the bottom of the wok, as I have mentioned to you earlier, it has a round bottom. The construction of the wok is excellent. It's aesthetically very pleasing, and it also has a shiny surface. In the inside of the wok, it is slightly matted, so in this case, it probably can't make any small scratches, not as clear and visible. Now stainless steel wok will be scratched. Okay, before I'm going to give it a try, I will wash up the wok. The wok comes already very clean. All I have to do is put some soap over it, and then I'm going to rinse it. This makes stainless steel wok extremely easy and convenient to clean. After I clean up the wok, I want to see how much this wok weighs. I put it on my scale, and the wok weighed in at 4 pounds 14 ounces. This makes this wok weight about almost 5 pounds. For me, a 5-pound wok is a little bit too heavy for my liking, because I like my wok to be light so I can easily move them about. So the Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok, which I put it onto the scale, it weighs right around 3 pounds. So it is 2 pounds lighter than the KitchenAid stainless steel wok. What is different is because of the 5-ply nature. Is it worth it? Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how to fry an egg. Now frying an egg, the surface of the wok has to have a non-stick cooked surface. Otherwise the egg will stick. And to achieve this, I can easily season the wok. Now I have a stainless steel wok and I season it all the time. The only difference is that you have to season it each time before you cook. Because with a stainless steel wok, the season do not stick on, and particularly if you clean the wok with detergent, it will remove the non-stick cook surface that you can create easily. Use my spot seasoning method, and using this method you can create a non-stick cook surface. So here I'm going to demonstrate, after I did the spot seasoning, whether the wok has a non-stick cook surface, whether this actually function properly. Now this is a brand new wok, so I season it with my spot seasoning method, and I'm going to fry an egg in it. As you can see that initially when the egg first added to the wok, it sticks slightly. And this is only natural. I probably could have seasoned the wok a little bit longer by let the oil to smoke for maybe extra 5 to 10 seconds, and that probably will solve the problem. Nevertheless, once the eggs start frying, I have no problem in move the egg around. So by and large, this wok seasoned very well. It has no problem. As in all stainless steel wok, they have no problem in seasoning, even when I start to use the wok for the very first time. And the spot seasoning method worked really well with stainless steel wok, and particularly after you use the wok for a little while, the seasoning does stay on the wok for a little bit more. And so, for example, now when I fry the second egg, the result should be much better. A stainless steel wok, in my mind, will in time replace carbon steel wok, simply because they are much easier to maintain, and in terms of their ability to be seasoned, it's really not that different from carbon steel wok. It might be a little bit not as quick as carbon steel wok, but once you start to get used to the stainless steel wok, you have no problem in creating a non-cooked surface, as in the case I've demonstrated with frying an egg. Now, as you notice that when I fry the third egg, I have very little oil left on the surface of the wok, and this again demonstrates the accumulation of the seasoning process on the surface of the wok, that resulting to have a very effective non-cooked surface. Okay, now when I look at the wok itself, I think I really find it interesting that the surface of the wok, in fact, is almost round. Now, as you can see in here, the bottom surface of this wok is relatively small in area. So when you turn the wok around, you notice that it actually has only a very small flat surface area. So the wok essentially is almost like a round bottom wok. This small flat surface area measure a little bit over 3 inches across. And so it provides a relatively small flat area. So you can consider it almost like a round bottom wok. If you're looking for a round bottom wok, and this wok might be an excellent choice. Even though the flat surface area is relatively small, I have no problem. The wok is very stable and it stays really well. The next is I'm going to do some fried rice, and to demonstrate that the effectiveness of a larger wok. I'm going to start out with 3 eggs, which I'm going to fry it sunny side up, and then I'm going to scramble it. I'm going to add about 3 cups of cooked jasmine rice to make this fried rice. Now, when I use a smaller wok, one of the problems is that when you cook this amount of fried rice, it's quite likely for the rice to spill out of this wok because of the size. But this wok doesn't seem to have any problem. Here, I use a finger meat masher to smash up the rice. As you can see, there's quite a bit of rice in the wok. And then I'm going to fry it with some frozen vegetable mix. Together, it worked very well. I have no problem. As you can see, this wok is big enough. There are plenty of space. The advantage of a larger wok, such as a 15-inch wok in this case, is to reduce the amount of spilling, and also it will reduce the amount of splattering if you use anything that contains moisture. So if you are looking for a larger wok, this wok is probably a good candidate. And also, if you are looking for a round bottom wok, and I think this wok is excellent to serve that purpose as well. However, this wok, because it does have a flat surface area, so you can use it without any problem in a conventional stove, such as an electric stove with a glass top surface. You will find it work very well. Now, it's not as stable as a wok with a larger flat surface area, but nevertheless, it worked really well. So you can use it without a wok ring, as in the case of other type of round bottom wok. Okay, so here it is. I really enjoy this wok. It's an excellent wok. $129 is not a bad price at all. If you are looking for a 15-inch wok with 5-ply constructions, and this wok definitely is something that you should consider. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you are interested to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this channel. Keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.